The ancient world was a puzzling place to live in. Jacob, I'm not going to ask you this question. If modern medicine did not exist, would you be alive today? I don't know the answer to that question, but it's possible that you would not. It's possible both you and I would be dead right now, right? That's not a stretch. In the ancient world, people just died and people didn't know why. Everything was puzzling. It didn't make any sense at all. People died of infections that we know nothing about. People had mental illness that no one understood, and they thought they can cast out demons, but that was really an attempt to deal with people who were psychotic and neurotic and had all kinds. That existed at the time. So the world was just a mysterious place, unlike the celestial world. When you looked at the skies and you saw the stars and the moon and the sun always in its proper place, following a predictive course, the physical world was broken. And therefore, people sought out the answer to mysteries that were completely inexplicable. They didn't know what an earthquake was. They didn't know what a tectonic shift of tectonic. They didn't know any of that. So Paul works right in there. He says these words literally. That's why the word mystery. Just search for the word mystery in the Bible. It's all over Paul. Mystery, 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 mystery. It's very hard to find that word in Tanakh. And if you do find it, it doesn't mean that way, the way Paul does. There's no such thing as there's a mystery to salvation and like somebody has, that's ridiculous because that means like everyone's going to go to hell. What are you talking about? So this is the motherlode of mystery religion. And this is the even though most scholars, insist that Christian Gnosticism emerged in the 2nd century, but it didn't come out of nowhere, out of a vacuum. Rather, it was an idea that there was dualism, and you needed special knowledge to escape the mysteries of this world, and that's why that Paul says the crazy thing in 1 Corinthians 2:7-8. He says, "Look, I'll tell you the truth." He says, "You better listen to my revelation. And if the rulers of the epoch had only known what I'm telling you, they would have never crucified the Lord of glory." Wow. He's saying they would have never killed Jesus if they would have known his mystery. And that's why Jews are so puzzled. Like, of course we don't believe in this because it's not in Tanakh. That's why. And that's why Paul has to come up with this stuff of explaining why don't the Jews believe.